Dear students, the topic is non-deterministic Turing mission. As of now, we have discussed non-determinism in case of finite automata, in case of push-down automata also. Now, in case of Turing mission, how the non-determinism can be defined. Say it is defined with same number of tuples, that is 7, but where it varies regarding the transition function. For one state q and for one input type symbol tau, it takes you to the other state that may be the same state or the other state and can have multiple states. That means for the same input symbol there are two paths, two or more paths, right? This is the same way how we have defined the non-deterministic finite automata and non-deterministic push-down automata also. In order to better explain the concept, here I have taken one example, that is accepting a string that has a substring ABB. Observe the finite automata I have drawn. Initially you are in the state Q naught. Any combination of A or B is accepted, then whenever it observes the string small a, it must be followed by small b, that is from q1 to q2, then it must be followed by b, q2 to q3. Then you can have any combination of either a or b, and the loop gets repeated till it gets the blank symbol. The blank symbol represents the end of the string. Soon after finding the blank symbol and have traversed the substring a, b, b, here you are in the final state, right? Observe the initial state. For the symbol small a, there are two paths. One is a loop that takes you to the same state q0, other from q0 to q1. See, for the same input symbol a, you are having two different paths. This is the way how we can get a clear idea about the non-determinism. Coming to the next topic, that is conversion of regular expression to Turing mission. First, we have to know the steps. The first step is convert the regular expression to an equivalent finite automata, and the automata should not have any epsilon moves. Second step, you have to add initial state and final state to the automata generated in the first step, so that the initial and final states of the automata in the first step will be an intermediate states. See the third step and fifth step, how you can add the initial state and the final states. By adding the transition b, b, capital R, you will be able to add the initial state and final state too. And for the remaining transitions, you have to follow the fourth step. If you have an input symbol, say p, have to add or have to convert the transition like p, r. To better explain this procedure, here I have taken an example. Here they have given you the regular expression, any combination of either a or b followed by aa or bb, then any combination of either a or b. For the given regular expression, in the first step I drawn the finite automata. In the second step I added the initial state and the final state, so that I can make the previous initial and final states as intermediate states. Here the new states I have added are qi, qh. Clear? Just by adding the transitions b, b, r. In the third step, we have to use the step 4, convert the transitions with label p. See, in the third step, for the every symbol I converted the Turing mission format, small a slash small a, capital R. This is the final Turing mission for the given regular expression. Now it's your turn to do the problem. AB followed by AA or BB followed by any combination of either A or B followed by B. Do on your own. Coming to the next topic, that is two-stack PDA and Turing mission. Here I drawn the mechanical diagram of two-stack PDA. See, there is an input tape with read-write head and a finite control, and two stacks, say stack 1 and stack 2. This is where it is a need to use the two-stack PDA. Firstly, when you are about to solve the problem A power n, B power n, C power n, you use the concept is two-stack PDA, right? The same problem has already been solved by using the Turing mission, right? Here, the American scientist Marvin Minsky has proposed a theorem that says any language can be accepted by a two-stack PDA, can also be accepted by some Turing mission, and even vice versa is also possible. This is the theorem statement he proposed. That means whatever the languages you solved by using two-stack PDA can also be solvable by using the Turing mission. And the same way you can also solve the problems which are solved by Turing mission can be solvable by using the two-stack PDA. Coming to next topic, variations of Turing mission. Why we are moving to this topic? Here I am giving you the question. Is it possible to use Turing mission in different ways? Yes, the answer is yes. That's why we are in this topic. We can use the Turing mission with multiple tapes. The Turing mission is called as multi-tape Turing mission. You can add multiple heads for a single tape. The Turing mission is called as multi-head Turing mission. That is the second variation. You can do the tape to be traversed to left side for infinity times. That is our third variation, two-way infinite tape, fourth dimension. Up to now we haven't seen the movement up and down, just we have seen right and left. Even you can do the up and down movements. That's our fourth type, that is k-dimensional Turing mission. Fifth variation, that is non-deterministic Turing mission, that we have already seen. And sixth one, enumerator. Here, in addition to input tape, there is an output tape that is used for printing purpose. Such kind of variation of Turing mission is called as enumerator. Let us have a detailed explanation regarding each and every variation. First, multi-tape Turing mission. As usual, it is defined by 7-tuple, and where it varies means transition function. Observe the transition function. Here we have tau 1, tau 2 and so on, tau k. Why tau k? Because I have considered k number of tapes. Instead of one tape, k number of tapes have considered. So one symbol from one tape, one each tape, right? And it takes you to other state, updating each and every cell where you have scanned the symbols from each tape, and do the k movements for each tape. That's why L or H and so on. For each tape you should mention either L or capital R or capital H. For k tapes you need to define k movements. Here I have taken the example. See, Design a multi-tape Turing machine for checking whether a binary string is a palindrome or not, and have to show an ID for 1001. In the initial state T1 and T2, there I differentiated with a bar. All the 4 transitions are regarding to the loop transition on the Q0. Observe clearly. T1 0, have to made 0 as 0, make a move to right side. Even if you have 1 in tape 1, move to right side. Observe T2. What you have to do? Whenever you see the symbol 0 in tape 1, make capital B as 0, because come to down, that is where I have noted 1001. See, observe the Q0 state. Tape 1. What are the symbols stored in tape 1? Capital B, 1001, capital B. In the same square brackets, I have noted other symbols that I have stored in the tape 2. Observe. Tape 2 is initially filled with symbols capital B, right? So, whenever you see either 1 or 0 in tape 1, have to change capital B symbol accordingly. 1 unte 1 place cheyali, 0 unte 0 ga marchali capital B ni. Clear? Transition flow finite automata ni kinda nenu rasina flow ni renditni gamanistu cheyandi. When it has to stop doing so? Whenever it gets capital B in tape 1, make a move from Q0 state to Q1 and do the left transition in tape 1, not in the tape 2. That's why there I have noted a special symbol called underline, or you can say underscore, that indicates no movements, not left, not right, not halting the process, just simply do nothing, right? Then again a loop in Q1 state. What's that indicates? Now you are in the right end, that means you traverse the entire string by making the zeros, ones with correspondingly capital B symbols in tape 2. Tape 2లో B సింబల్స్ ఎక్కడెక్కడైతే మీకు కనిపిస్తాయో అక్కడంతా కూడా టేప్ 1లో 0 వస్తే క్యాపిటల్ Bని 0 చేయటం, 1 వస్తే క్యాపిటల్ Bని 1 చేయటం, అలా చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళారు. సో ఫైనల్లీ యూ రీచ్ ది ఎండ్. 1001 అనేది ఎండ్ అయిపోయింది అంటే క్యాపిటల్ B కనపడింది మీకు. సో క్యాపిటల్ B కనపడినప్పుడు యూ చేంజ్ ది స్టేట్ ఫ్రమ్ Q0 to Q1. దేర్ వాట్ యూ నీడ్ టు డూ? You have to come to left side because traversing has completed. No, here think once what the logic I have been used here. In tape 1, after traversing the entire string 1001, again I am coming to the first symbol. Why? What is the purpose to move to first symbol? Because now my process gets started. First symbol in tape 1 must match with the last symbol in tape 2. That's why I didn't made any movements in tape 2. Once I reached capital B, I am at last position in tape 2 and I am at first position in tape 1. Palindrome means reverse of a string, no? When you reverse the string, the first symbol must matches with the last symbol. Second symbol must matches with the last but one symbol. That is the procedure, right? That's why. And this process repeats. If it gets the matches 0 and 0 in tape 2. Observe the transition from Q1 to Q2. Sorry, the loop. Observe the loop. T1 లో 0 ఉంది. Sorry, T1 లో 0 ఉంది. What I did? T2 nothing. Just moving to left side so that I can move to the first symbol. After doing so, made the change to state Q2. So Q2 లో లూప్ గమనించండి. దేర్ యూ విల్ గెట్ ది లాజిక్. ఏముంది అక్కడ? T1లో 0 ఉండాలి, T2లో 0 ఉండాలి. T1లో 1 ఉంటే T2లో కూడా 1 ఉండాలి. అలాగ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్తేనే మనము ఎస్ స్టేట్కి వెళ్తాం. నో స్టేట్కి ఎప్పుడు వచ్చాం చూడండి. T1లో 0 ఉంది, అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం T2లో 1 ఉంది. అందుకే మనం అక్కడ నో స్టేట్కి వెళ్ళాం. 0 1 ఉండకూడదు కదా. ఉంటే 2 zeros ఉండాలి, లేకపోతే 2 1s ఉండాలి. క్లియర్? బై డూయింగ్ ది ఐడి you can clearly understand the concept. What is the variation of this Turing machine? Multi-tape. Clear? Then you do on your own the problem a power n, b power n, c power n. And here we need to remember that every multi-tape Turing machine can be convertible to single tape Turing machine. See here I have shown clearly by taking the diagram, but the symbols you have to use are hash to separate the content from one tape to other tape, underline to indicate the head points. See, in tape 1 the head point is small a, in tape 2 the head point is at 0, in the third tape the head point is at 1. See how I converted this multi-tape Turing machine to single tape Turing machine. Arrow వేసి కన్వర్ట్ చేశాను చూడండి. సింగిల్ టేప్ వేసి హ్యాష్ ఇండికేట్స్ ది సపరేటర్ ఆఫ్ ది కంటెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఈచ్ టేప్. సో ఒక్కొక్క టేప్ యొక్క కంటెంట్ అవ్వగానే హ్యాష్, ఇంకో టేప్ కంటెంట్ ప్లేస్ చేయగానే హ్యాష్. ఏ హెడ్ మూమెంట్ ఎక్కడుందని తెలుసుకోవటానికి అండర్లైన్స్. క్లియర్? కమింగ్ టు second variation of Turing machine, that is multi-head Turing machine. Multi-head Turing machine means there is a single tape. Instead of single read write head, here we can add n number of heads. How the transition function varies? Taking the input symbols. That's why see sigma symbols lo 1 2 3 any number of symbols can be considerable, right? Depends on the read write heads. If you have 3 read write heads, 3 input symbols can be scanned at the same time, and you have to note down the head movements accordingly. 3 read write heads unte, for each read write head you must specify the head movements. Here the head movements are 4. One is L, R, capital N, capital H. L left movement, R right movement, H halt, capital N nothing, no head movement. Clear? But here we have to be very careful about the two cases. One case is while moving left to right or from right to left, at some particular point some 2 read write heads will be at one position, but the symbol is different. Of course it does not happen. If it happens, 2 read write heads ఉన్నాయి, ఇది లెఫ్ట్కి జరుగుతూ ఉంది, అది రైట్కి జరుగుతూ ఉంది. సో ఇది లెఫ్ట్ టు రైట్ వెళ్తుంది, అది రైట్ టు లెఫ్ట్ వస్తుంది. అట్ సమ్ మూమెంట్ డెఫినెట్లీ దే విల్ కోయిన్సైడ్, రైట్? అలా కోయిన్సైడ్ అయినప్పుడు హ్యాస్ టు రైట్ సేమ్ సింబల్ను, బట్ if 2 heads are returning 2 different symbols, then what is the solution? You have to assign the priority for the heads, so that based on the priority, which head is having the highest priority, that head symbol is going to be returned. Then second case is you are already at leftmost end, but your transitional function instructing the head still a move to left side. Already you are at leftmost end, there is no possibility to move to left again, but you are instructing the head to move to left side. That condition is called as hanging. We should be cautious for these two cases. Coming to the example, see the same problem, binary number as a palindrome or not. Initially you are at initial state q0. Observe the contents of h1 and h2. If you have 0, see here what is the logic I have used. I placed head 1 at starting position, head 2 at last position. The same logic, no, what we have used in case of tapes. Reverse ante ante kada, first symbol must matches with the last symbol. See here, head 1 లో 0 ఉంటే head 2 లో 0 ఉండాలి, h1 లో 1 ఉంటే h2 లో కూడా 1 ఉండాలి. అలా ఉన్నప్పుడంతా what the updations we have done, 0 becomes b, 1 becomes b. h1 రైట్ సైడ్కి మూవ్ అవుతూ ఉంది, h2 లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్కి మూవ్ అవుతూ ఉంది. అలా ఎన్నిసార్లు మూవ్ అవ్వాలి? till you get the real blank symbol. Blank symbol is represents end of the string. So h1 లో b వచ్చింది, h2 లో కూడా b వచ్చింది. That means your string gets accepted, halt the process. అలా కాకోకుండా observe the transition from q0 to q rej. rej stands for reject. h1 లో 0 ఉంది, h2 లో 1 ఉంది, ఆపోజిట్ ఉంది. సో h1 లో 1 ఉంది, h2 లో 0 ఉంది, ఆపోజిట్ సింబల్స్. ఏం చేసాం? నథింగ్, ఏం చేయకోకుండా రిజెక్ట్ చేసాం. క్లియర్? Here I have shown the ID for 1001 and also for 101. One thing you have to remember is every multi-head tape has an equivalent multi-tape. See the first figure B1001B. There are two heads and a single finite control. This has been converted to two tapes. One head pointing to the first symbol, other head pointing to the last symbol in the other tape. Coming to third variation, that is two-way infinite tape. Till now we have seen the Turing machine tape has the capability to move to infinite movements at right side, because the input tape can have infinite blank symbols at right side only. You cannot move to left side infinite times because you don't have blank symbols infinitely at left end. In the figure I have shown you clearly, see capital B, small a, triple B, capital B and so on పెట్టాను, because so many blank symbols can be placed at right side. So it has the possibility to move infinite times at right side, but left side ki move అవ్వాలి అనుకుంటే no, there is an restriction. చూడండి లైన్ డ్రా చేసేసాను, నో మూమెంట్ అని చెప్పడం కోసం లెఫ్ట్ బౌండరీ, ఇంకా అక్కడికి మనం ఎక్కువగా మూవ్ అవ్వలేం. How can you overcome this and how can you make the tape as two-way infinite? ఇప్పుడు నాకు వన్ సైడే ఇన్ఫైనైట్ సింబల్స్ రైట్ సైడ్కి, లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్కి ఇన్ఫైనైట్ సింబల్స్ లేవు. సో ఎలా చేయగలను అంటే కనుక యాడ్ ఇన్ఫైనైట్ బ్లాంక్ సింబల్స్ అట్ లెఫ్ట్ ఎండ్ టు TOO, లెఫ్ట్ ఎండ్లో కూడా బ్లాంక్ సింబల్స్ని ప్లేస్ చేయండి. సో దట్ వీ కెన్ మేక్ ద జనరల్ ట్యూరింగ్ మిషన్ విచ్ ఈజ్ ఏ వన్ వే ఇన్ఫైనైట్ టేప్ యాజ్ two-way infinite tape. Coming to fourth one, that is k-dimensional Turing machine. See here you can add, for example if you take the value k equals to 2, that means 2 dimensions like x and y coordinates. గ్రాఫ్ గీసినప్పుడు వేసుకుంటాం కదా xy, up and down, those are the two other movements added here in addition to left and right movements. Coming to fifth one, non-deterministic Turing mission, and already we have discussed this. And observe where the fourth variation, that is k dimensional Turing mission, varies. Observe the transition. In the transition you have 5 movements. One is left L, right capital R, up capital U, down capital D, H, halt. And do the problem 0 power n, 1 power n. There is no restriction that equal number of zeros and ones must come. Any combination of zeros and ones can come. Not any combination, any number of occurrences. But it must follow the restriction that first 0 has to come, then only 1 has to come. Clear? And you have to remember that every non-deterministic Turing mission has an equivalent deterministic Turing mission. Like we can say every non-deterministic finite automata can have deterministic finite automata. Next, coming to last one, that is enumerator. See, till yet we have seen the tape as input tape only. User will give some string, that string is going to be saved in the tape. But enumerator is a special case. There we can use the tape as output tape also. That's why here I have mentioned the tape as work tape. That means it is acting both as input and output. So it takes the input symbols, and after doing the process it acts as the output symbol, output tape, so that it gives the symbols to the printer. The printer gets displayed the output symbols. Here the only thing you have to remember is, instead of a final state, here we have modified the definition as QP. Instead of a capital F, QP. That means it is a print state. And where it varies, observe the transition function. Here summation, input symbol, to output symbol, with state capital Q, with input symbol summation, with output symbol to, it takes you to the other state with the input symbol, and the input tape head movements L R capital R, to with movement head movement symbols L R. Clear? సమ్మేషన్ దగ్గర ఎల్ఆర్ ప్లేస్ చేశాను, అవి ఇన్పుట్ టేప్కి. టో దగ్గర ఎల్ఆర్ ప్లేస్ చేశాను, అవి అవుట్పుట్ టేప్కి. The topic is clear, and you do the problems what I have given you, so that you can better analyze the concept